Leo season arrives early this July 2023, although the sun doesn't officially move into your sign until the 23rd of June. We do begin the month with Mars and Venus in the sign of Leo. Mercury is going to join the party in your honor there on the 12th of June as well. So this is really amplifying Leo being the main character in the zodiac for this summer. So you're going to find, Leo, that the Leo part of your individual birth chart is lit up and there's a lot of focus and energy fueling some certain part of your life at the moment. It's kind of unavoidable. It's hard to see this go unnoticed for you. Let's check in with the tarot and see what's in store for you this month ahead. Allow me to lay these out and we're going to discuss them in just a moment. Okay, so we're already seeing some really fiery energy with the Four of Wands, the Hanged Man. We have got some beautiful energy here as well with the Nine of Cups, the Hermit, the King of Cups. Okay, so there's a lot of passion, love and intensity. Great, we're seeing an ace coming through in your upcoming energy. So a new opportunity awaiting you this month. Another king, the King of Coins. Another ace, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this reading is full of opportunity and mastery and achievement. Okay, that's beautiful. We have the Six of Cups and finally, oh my gosh, wow, the World card. So this is a month of culmination and it seems like you're mastering so many, actually multiple areas of your life and bringing your trajectory towards a huge accomplishment. So let's get into the reading here for you now. My eyes are immediately drawn to the fact that there are two kings in this reading. So of course, this could represent a very significant relationship between two people, yourself and somebody else. Yes, it could be a business contract. It could also represent you and another person in your life making things happen together. This could be, of course, a romantic relationship. The cups can talk about love, but maybe you just really respect the person in your life. Maybe they're your friend. They could indeed be your spouse or romantic partner. The King of Coins, this represents somebody that you can build for the future with, that you have mutual interests in the world of investments or assets or savings or resources. So to me, I feel like this month you may be getting a second opinion. You might be at a business meeting. You might be signing a contract. You might be initiating a new contact with somebody that ends up being quite an important part of your future trajectory for however long this is running for. Again, the King of Cups coming through in the past position. Of course, this could mean that the person that you're with romantically, you may have met them recently or this is already a long past established relationship, but for whatever reason, they're coming up in your life as somebody who is fundamentally transforming your world on an emotional level. The King of Cups in the past position shows somebody that you love really, really deeply, Leo, and somebody that helps you grow and somebody who is by your side and helps you rise to any emotional challenge. Of course, the King energy shows a maturation of your own energy too. And this is showing that recently you have been overcoming and emotionally evolving, and perhaps you're even working with like therapeutics or a therapist or some sort of holistic approach to your complete well-being, your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual. The King of Coins is coming through actually in the position of the higher self to tell you that yes, you're getting this kind of green light, green energy means go around investments, around the assets that you are considering this month. Inheritances, saving schemes, just like having like a lot of wealth around you this month, be that with the contacts and the new contracts that are forming, or be this because of what you've been growing and cultivating in your life yourself. Okay, then my eyes were drawn very much to the fact that there are two aces side by side in this reading. So when we see two aces side by side, it tells me that opportunities are all around you. This is a month of possibility and heightened possibilities because there's two aces. And it seems like once you kind of set off on one of these aces, it opens doors as you go along. It's like both aces suggest that the possibilities and options and opportunities that present themselves for you this month, it's almost like they unlock more opportunity from that. It's like one thing after another. It's kind of a domino effect of opportunities being unlocked. Once you align yourself to the Ace of Coins, then ideas for your future come through, and new plans and ways of thinking and breakthroughs come through in the Ace of Swords. So we're going to get into when those opportunities seem to be coming up. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the major arcana cards that presented themselves. One thing leads to another with your soul's evolution at this time, right? So the major arcana cards are talking about soul growth and why, and what's the deeper meaning behind why things are unfolding for you in your life. Of course, you know, new ideas, we get to meet new people, we go to business meetings. This month you get a second opinion. This month you master your emotions. You also master your kind of way of thinking around money, and you actually are seeing a lot of money and wealth this month. To be honest, I'm seeing that King of Coins, Ace of Coins, like opportunity to make more money, opportunity to pick up a second job, to get some sort of a windfall, or to sign a contract which would be quite lucrative, a new job opportunity, perhaps a second job. And that's all well and good, that's all important, and that's great. But on a more deep soul level, the major arcana speaks to why those things happen at the time that they do and what's going on a little bit deeper. So the Hermit card is in your subconscious part of the reading. The Hermit card is telling me that by going within, which you have been doing recently, that has in fact unlocked this new perspective within you. The Hanged Man at its essence is being held in time and space until the expansion of your consciousness took place, so that you could understand something another way, see something in another way, and so that you could be ready to accept things for what they are at a higher vantage point, seeing, I guess, the forest from the trees. And then the World card is the final card of this reading. It's also the final card of the whole major arcana story, the whole deck of the major arcana. So this is suggesting that you're building up to something this month, and by the end of the month it seems like the attainment is here for you, the success and the almost like ceremonial rite of passage, the graduation, the culmination, the release of the high point of energy, the focus, the party, the celebration. It's all leading up to this, and it's gathering a lot of momentum as the month goes on. I'm going to just quickly take it card by card now in the position that they're in and run through this reading kind of like in a stream of consciousness. The first card that presented itself is the Four of Wands. So your focus is on something quite material at the moment. Even though this is wand energy, the fours are about manifestation and stability. We see a location. The doors are open here. The doors to a venue, the doors to your home, the doors to the company, the corporation, the offices, the doors to the building. What are these doors leading to right now? So we're seeing a location or a place at the moment, and that seems to be the theme of July. Are you looking for a place? Are you looking for a specific type of venue to rent or reside in or to host in? There's something about a celebration though with the Four of Wands. There's something about a party sometimes. It's good vibes, right? We're seeing a lot of passion here with the red energy, it's like a lot of life here, just this gorgeous light emerging from the doors that are just cracking open. So either that's you emerging on the other side of the doors, Leo. Are you opening your doors to people, your friends? Are you part of the welcoming committee? Are you performing? Are you going to be on stage? Are you going to be at a location where people come to see you this month? Is that your house? You're hosting a party? Are you in the board meeting? Are you the one presenting? So there's something about the place in which you act on something this month being really meaningful to you. It also is a Venus card. So Venus is in Leo at the moment. This one is Venus in Aries. So another fire sign, Venus, another fire sign home for Venus. But when we're seeing Venus here and then we're seeing Neptune in the Hanged Man, Venus is about relationships. Neptune is the unconditional love. It's the transcendence of the way humans usually relate to each other. It's kind of like that, you know, close your eyes and think of something that you just love unconditionally. Someone, something. Some of you might be thinking of a pet, I bet, or a child. The Hanged Man is, or the Hanging Man they've called it here, is saying that you're taking your love for something to the next level. The love for your craft, the love for your talents, the love for your person. Maybe that's that King of Wands, King of Cups you've met recently. Something that you love in your life is reaching a new level at the moment. It's like you are blissfully happy, really just turned on by this passion in your life. Passion is a big thing for you this month. Finding your passion, developing your passion, realizing that the reason you were kind of stuck in limbo around this is because you hadn't fully understood something, and now you're kind of, it's clicking for you, and now you're like you're able to sort of share it more, or like unleash it more. The Nine of Cups tells me that the thing that's on your mind the most is, and I love this, I feel like you're going to be saying to yourself, how lucky am I? You know, there's people there that help you. There's people who support you. The Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment, okay? It's Jupiter, planet of expansion, in the sign of Pisces, which is imagination. It's very Neptunian, very creative, very mystical and romantic energy around you at the moment. And the Nine of Cups to me is just telling you that, you know, you deserve this. And you feel confident about getting what you want, and you feel like you deserve to splurge and treat yourself and indulge in the finer things in life. I get the impression that this is also like a feasting scene, so maybe some of you go out and celebrate your achievements this month with people around you that also are like enjoying the fruits of the labor, so to speak. We see some grapes here. To me, that very much looks like, you know, indulgence perhaps, or decadence and luxury. So I feel like this month, Leo, you are surrounded by luxury. How beautiful. But it's not like a superficiality, in fact, because although that's the most conscious part of the reading, and you know you're going to enjoy yourself, and you know you deserve to have these nice things and nice experiences, on a deeper level, the Hermit card is this very like ascended master, right? And Leo, you too are a being of light. Your higher self knows exactly what to do at all times, even if you don't consciously know what the next move you should make is, or what the right thing to do is, or how to make upgrades in your life and how to connect to your higher self. It knows what it's doing, and you're just, Hermit card is reminding you to trust in your inner self, in that inner voice. So this being in your subconscious, it almost suggests to me that this is possibly something that's been ingrained in your subconscious psyche for many lifetimes now. At least this lifetime is where you're making a lot of breakthroughs in terms of your spiritual progress and the evolution of the consciousness of your soul, your soul's essence. This tells me that you've been a dab hand at this for many lifetimes now, dare I say. The Hermit card has unlocked the mysteries of the universe. It's unlocked the occult secrets of what it means to what is this reality? Why are we here? What is the purpose? What is your role? So at least on a subconscious level, you already understand all that. It's already activated in your psyche, in your essence, in your heart. And sometimes the subconscious card in the reading is somewhat unknown to us. if that's the case, if you're still kind of scratching your head and being like, wait, what? I don't understand any of that. It's not resonating. That's okay. The more that you live your life, be manifest in reality, open those doors. I'm hearing that verse, and actually I was in a taxi in New York City before, and I think people who, we're getting in a little bit of a digression here, people who read the Bible, I personally don't, okay? I don't study or have not studied the Bible. Have I read a little verse here and there? Sure, but I've also read verses and passages from many religious texts. I like to see all of those texts as metaphoric. So there is, though it was very interesting that the taxi driver did say to me, and I will always listen and indulge without judgment. I don't feel that I was being pressured into listening to this. I was very open-minded, and I could tell he was a really kind and well-intentioned man. So I was happy to listen to what he had to tell me. He told me a verse from the Bible, told me to look it up, and it was the one you may or may not be familiar. It rang a bell for me anyway. I remember hearing this before. Knock and the door shall open. It basically was about when you go to seek and find answers, they will be given to you. So that's how you unlock this inner wisdom, higher knowledge about the universe around you. Just live and breathe, just be you, make, manifest, perform, show off, create, host, live in, go for it, basically. That's that Four of Wands energy. Open the doors to life and just make it known that you want to have a relationship with your higher self, a relationship to God, for instance, like this man was talking about. That's all possible. Okay, so the Hanged Man does tell me that you, with the Hermit card, that at this time in your life, whether you're conscious of it or not, you are breaking through spiritually and kind of like making massive strides ahead spiritually. The Hermit card is this wisdom that's always been available for you from the beginning of time, from the beginning of your soul's creation. The Hermit card always knew the answers, where it came from. But when we incarnate here on this earthly realm, part of the fun is that we forget where we came from. So the Hanged Man is about you perhaps sometimes struggling to kind of connect fully to the spiritual path that you're on, and you think that it's all about perspective though, and when you kind of, from what I'm looking at here, it's like, no, your moves that you're making, how you make people feel, how you raise the vibration is part of you walking in your spiritual truth and walking alongside destiny. The King of Cups, we talked a little bit about that. I feel like business negotiations between two kings are going down this month. This could be, of course, a man and a woman and a woman, two men. It really doesn't matter what the king is, just a masculine energy, which is the divine masculine that every person has within them. When we initiate, when we go out and do, when we make the calls, when we make the efforts, when we take action, when we just do it, like when we assert our will to make things in the world happen for ourselves and act on our desires. The King of Cups tells me that romance and love and harmony has been at an all-time high for you lately. So check out my relationship reading around your specific love relationships, friendship relationships. I'll link it down below. It's exclusive to my Patreon. But this is just showing that you're in a really good place emotionally at the moment, that you've leveled up and risen to the challenge of actually like being bold enough to look at certain emotions and truly feel them at the moment. That's all good practice for Cancer season that we strictly are in while the sun is in Cancer, even though it's a very strong Leo energy at the moment. And around the new moon, these new opportunities could come up. They could even come up before that. I see somebody very strong here holding up something that could be quite heavy. We're also seeing the green light. So the aces, regardless, make me think like green light, time to go. It's opportunity. It's time to move. It's time to accept this month and get going. But that green in the Ace of Coins, that's really just like looking like a big green light, telling me that this is an opportunity for you to go this month. The Ace of Coins, it could present itself around the new moon in Cancer on the 17th of June, or 17th of July, I should say, pardon me, because the day after that, on the 18th of July, the North Node of Destiny is going to move signs from Taurus into Aries. It goes in a clockwise version. Oh, sorry, it goes in a clockwise direction in our birth chart rather than counterclockwise. And you know, I feel like this is going to be unlocking a new 18-month cycle of destiny for you, as the North Node of Destiny is going to spend 18 months in Aries. That happens on the 18th of July. It's a shift in the storyline. It's a shift in your individual storyline. So pay close attention to the opportunities that come up around the mid-month, like the 15th to, let's say, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd of July this year. It's going to be telling you a little bit more about where your focus is shifting towards for the next, like, pretty much year and a little bit. This is also somebody very strong physically, lifting up kind of, I guess, something heavy. Some of you are doing some sort of a competition. I see the gold medal there. I see bodybuilding, weightlifting, some sort of Olympics, or some sort of a endeavor where you're really showcasing your physical strength and capabilities this month. Physical strength, capabilities, maybe you're just building something at home. You're moved into your new place, you have to put the bed together, you have to lift a lot of heavy boxes. But anyway, it's all about lifting something this month, lifting the mood, lifting the vibration. Maybe you are just hiring the vibes by showing your strength and showing how strong everybody can be together. There's a beautiful scene of nature here. You could be physically working out outdoors, or just being more active outdoors because you feel more connected to the kind of natural cycles of the seasons, especially like for those of us who are living in the northern hemisphere now. It's summer and, you know, Leo season. We're about to approach Leo season, aka now the preview to Leo season, which is this Cancer season. We're in the heart of the summer, so we're into being outside maybe a little bit more. Maybe that's helping our mood feel more lifted. Maybe you're growing, maybe you're cultivating. I see you getting your hands dirty and digging in the ground, or just kind of gardening, perhaps. That's coming through as well. The Ace of Coins is possible that you get a raise this month, especially around the 17th or that mid to late point of the month of July. A raise, an inheritance, a windfall, a new job, a second or third or fourth stream of income presents itself. And the other ace, it's like, so when you align with one opportunity, then another thing happens, and then another thing presents itself, and then another possibility emerges. It's like a carousel basically, and ideas start to go off in your mind. The Ace of Swords is represented in the environment of this reading. So that tells me that everybody you see and work with and associate yourself for the most part this month are really switched on. They're tuned in. They are also turned on, and they're also getting the point. They get it. The Ace of Swords is like clarity, it's new ideas, it's possibilities, it's the eureka and aha moment. And that's going to be really helpful for you with the Hanged Man as part of your spiritual quest for answers as well, because it seems like this is a very benevolent looking answer or guide, or perhaps it's our highest self, an angel, whatever you subscribe to. The triangle is pointing upwards, a symbol of ascension, the angel's wings, the light emerging there. It's breakthrough, isn't it? It's upgrade, it's downloads, and that's what your environment looks like. So tune in to what's around you, plug into life this month, Leo. The Seven of Cups in your fears position. You're only human, and this is the only card that I'm seeing a little bit of difficulty actually with. The Seven of Cups can be overwhelmed. It can be a bit of hedonism some too. So I know there's celebration, I know that there's the finer things in life and luxury, and you deserve this. Just watch out for taking it a little bit too far. That would be the only fear of the Seven of Cups. And you don't even have to have me say that to you. I feel like because this is already in your fears position, you're aware of that. Sometimes I'm kind of like that too. If I know there's a lot of celebrations, I'm already preempting, like, oh no, am I going to get run down? Am I going to overdo it, overindulge? So that could be a part of your fear here as well. You know, there is the promise of so much at the moment in your life: riches, spiritual breakthrough. There's the keys to a new home, or keys to a new car, or some sort of a venue or studio that you work with. And I mean, the snail, this is like quite Fibonacci. So there's also like the opportunity for you to align with kind of like creation basically, and really delve deep into certain realities. But you know, there's always with the Seven of Cups the warning, like one of these things, it could be where the snake is, unless that's transformation, but I don't know, it looks a little kind of precarious. You don't want to make the wrong choice here. There's so much presenting itself to you this month. We do see so many options and opportunities for you. The Seven of Cups is just saying, use your discernment, because all that glitters is not gold, and you want to just make sure that what's being presented to you is true and full of integrity, and it doesn't require you to deviate from your moral compass or sell yourself or sell a part of your soul in order to achieve something. Achievement, the World card. The end of the reading, it sees you rising to this kind of like perfection. We've got the balancing of all four elements, the balancing of the seasons. So we're seeing perfection. I mean, that's all I can say. This month is building, building, building up to the end, where the sun is really in its kind of fiery throne in Leo. It's just at home. It's offering some sort of a fixed permanence there in the fixed fire. I feel like Leo season, where you're at the end of July, is where you're going to be for a while. And it's good, because this is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been building towards and working towards. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you real soon, Leo.